All right, so first and foremost, I want to say thank you to everybody who commented, watched, liked, shared the last video. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I did not expect so much support, especially so fast. Y'all the GOATs for real. I really appreciate y'all and your compliments, all your advice, all your tips. I'm listening to all of it. I'm taking it all into account. And as I get going with this build, we'll see how things go. And I'm just glad that y'all decided to take the ride with me. Oh, and y'all was subscribing like crazy too. So I appreciate all the subs. I think we did like 200 subs within like a day or something like that, which is crazy. But I appreciate y'all again. So yeah, let's get going. All right, to tackle day one, I decided to jump in head first and just get things going.
And disconnect the negative battery cable. Remove the air inlet box. Use a breakover bar and appropriate socket to release tension on the tension.
I did take the top part of this engine apart a while ago. I kind of covered up with some trash bags and stuff, like some, as you can see, some cardboard paper and stuff down in there to, kind of plug the holes. But one of the things I kind of already knew about this engine is that it's gunk everywhere. Like, let's just take a look. All right, so if you look down in here, you kind of see all the crud and gunk. I don't know what this actually came from. I mean, I'm assuming like, gaskets and seals and whatnot going bad, but as you can see, it's a lot of it. If you look back here, it's a lot of gunk and stuff on the firewall on these cables, where there's just like a bunch of corrosion and stuff that looks like rust. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what this engine's been through. I'm gonna be real, it don't look like it's been through anything great, but we're kind of here now, so this is what we're left with. So yeah, I think there's probably like a few surprises in here, if I'm being honest. I'm not really sure what's all down here, but that's what we're here to find out. All right, so we see how this is gonna go today. All right, so the first thing we gotta do is get this serpentine belt off.
So I don't know about y'all, but I feel like every time I'm doing any kind of project, whether it's working on a car or doing like a home project or putting something together, and it's supposed to take, I don't know, let's say 30 minutes, it's gonna forever take me, double or triple the time it's supposed to take. I don't know if that's just me. I find it funny. It don't really bother me too much, but that was pretty much the epitome of everything that was going on as I was taking this engine apart. Everything just seemed to take longer than it was supposed to, but that's all right.
I got the belt off. One is out. Let's go. In the bag. All right, so all four of the fan bolts out.
Hey man, y'all gotta be proud of me too, man. I tagged and bagged all the bolts and stuff that I took off the car, so I know where everything goes if and when it goes back on, which I didn't do the first time I started taking stuff apart. So, give me a little round of applause. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning.
Oh, that was the socket that I dropped earlier. And out she comes. So what y'all think about this fan? Is it still good? Should I replace it, or? I think it's okay, probably. It's dirty and it's chipped, but I mean, I'm sure it still works, right? Kind of easy. I'm probably gonna put a little penetrating oil on the rest of these, just so they'll come out a bit easier.
So day two is the day that everything's supposed to come off. The AC compressor, the alternator, the header, all that, so we can pull the head and see what's going on under it. But as you'll see, it didn't necessarily go as planned. So one of the first and biggest issues that I ran into on the car is the AC compressor. The AC on this car does work, or at least it did work, and I didn't really know if the system was still pressurized, and I assumed that it was. And if you know anything about AC compressors, then you will know in order to, get these AC lines off and get this compressor off the car, then the system needs to be evacuated. I don't have the capability to do that, and if I was just, venting in the atmosphere for y'all on camera, then the EPA probably gonna come see about me, and I don't have time for that because it is illegal to do. So I decided that I really wanted to try to get it done the right way, and I know that a lot of y'all are probably saying, man, just cut the camera off, do what you got to do, and get back to business. I'm gonna try not to do that option for now, but clearly I can't take this car anywhere to have it done because it doesn't run. So I decided to leave it all attached instead. I can still disconnect the AC compressor from the bracket and get it enough out of the way that I can remove the remaining parts and still get the head off with the AC compressor and the lines still attached to the car. Next up was the alternator, and it really wasn't too bad. Couple bolts and it came off easy, so no real problem here.
That's the last bolt in this entire alternator. Is out. So I get these off, I'll start trying to pull this, pull the header off, and then we can pull the head.
So one of the last parts I had to get off was the header, then I can really get to the head bolts and get the head off. So I took an opening wrench, went to work, and proceeded to round two of the nuts off that holds the header on. So as it sits right now, two of the nuts are completely rounded, or at least rounded good enough to where if I feel like if I put any more torque on them, it's probably gonna be impossible to get off, or at least it's gonna take a lot more work, which it probably already is. So two of these nuts are completely rounded, and now I'm kind of stuck as far as what to do. So this unfortunately was the end of day 2, and I decided to call it a day, and I was gonna pick it up again on the next day. So here we are at day 3. Yeah, even though the nuts are rounded, I really don't feel like it's that big of an issue. I still feel like I'll be able to get it off of the car, even if it takes a little extra work. But more so than that, the state of the engine is kind of what left me at this point of having to figure out what to do. This engine is covered in leaks and spills and oil and gunk. Not to mention that the engine mount on the passenger side looks like it is shot and completely needs to be replaced. So at this point, I don't know if there's a better option than just pulling the motor, because I need to see what all is leaking. I need to change the motor mount, and I really don't know if it's a better option. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, I'm really not even that upset about this because I kind of knew the engine looked like this anyway. I think I just more so was being more optimistic that maybe it wasn't as bad as it is. But the more I started to tear it down, the more I'm like, I don't know, man, maybe I should just pull this thing out, blow it apart, and let's just see what's what. I still haven't drained the oil yet, so I don't know if the head gasket's blown or if fluids have been mixing. I guess I could really do that next, but at this point, I don't know that it matters all that much because of the engine mount needing to be replaced. And I don't know, that's kind of what I want to ask you guys. So now that y'all see some of the stuff that I've seen, what do y'all think? Do y'all think I should still just go ahead and try to pull the heads and put the lifters in and say forget it? Or now do y'all think the motor should come out and then maybe we should have a look at it? I know this is a project and I really ain't afraid of all the trouble anymore. I'm actually kind of embracing it, for one, because y'all have been like super supportive and that means the world to me, but also because I've actually been enjoying this process, the good stuff and the bad stuff. None of it really bothers me that much. And at the end of the day, the main goal is the main goal. Get the car running by the end of summer and enjoy it. That's still gonna remain the goal, whether the engine stays in or comes out. The quicker I can make a decision, the quicker I can get to working on it, and the quicker I can get it back on the road, which again, so all the goal is to get the thing back on the road. So I want y'all opinions, I want y'all's advice, what y'all think I should do. Pull the engine or leave it and keep pushing. So keep on liking, following, sharing, subscribing, keep on advising, and we can keep on thriving. Leave a comment, let me know. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. It's been real. Thanks again. Peace.